1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just keep track that way. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Hello, Primos. Hello, Daniel. Hope you guys don't mind. Again, I hope I had to do this a little bit early because in about an hour I gotta go suit shopping, and then I gotta do a little bit of Christmas shopping. Then I gotta go out later tonight, and then I gotta get some sleep before I start heading out to LA at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So, you know what? Primos. You know what? If you really want long plays, I'll probably start doing them on Twitch next year, guaranteed. I think I want to give Twitch another try. Uh, yeah. Don't buy Campbell's. I always buy Campbell's. Why did I give up? Uh, I just got over frustrated with the parry system. Here's the funny thing. Like I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a video talking about this, but yeah, yesterday I turned it in, and what's crazy is that's the first time in I want to say 15 years I've actually returned a game to a store that I paid full price for. Like like for the last 15 years I've always used GameFly to get my games. So the only time I would ever buy a game brand new at full price at a GameStop is if it was a collector's edition. So yeah, after putting in like 30 hours, I just the parry system is it's a neck breaker. Like everything around it is great. Like you have a great story with two shitty endings. You've got solid visuals. It's not the best game. You've got really good music. You've got a great story up until the ending. Everything about it screams a great game, but that over reliance on the parry system is what broke the game for me, and it just got tired to the point where I was like, here's what's crazy, the parry system makes level grinding completely pointless, and here's an even scarier thought that like I was sitting in the car and I was like, man, this game could have like if that parry system had not been as like necessary, if it hadn't been as extreme as it was, and if it had like a good ending, I easily would have given that game like a 9.5. Possible it could have been a 10. But I'm like, it's a great game, but the parry system breaks the game for me. But the last, here was a scary thought. The last time I played a game where level grinding was pointless, this is what scared me the most, was Final Damnation 13. Expedition 33 has a connection to Final Damnation 13. And that's scary. I was like, oh my god, that like I've never given up on an RPG before. That was the last time I openly quit playing an RPG. I don't do that. That's my favorite genre of games. I never give up, no matter how hard they get. But it was the parry system. The parry system just made the game unplayable for me. And I know a lot of people are gonna love this game. Trust me, this game is gonna kill it tomorrow. But like, and then immediately I immediately reinstalled this, and I'm replaying Persona 4 Royal, and within like 2 hours, I was like, yep, this is why I love this game. No parry system. It's hard enough with the turn-based system. This is an RPG. This is a JRPG for me. Way better. It's like, and I immediately forgot about Expedition. It's like, you know what? Don't eat that. This game is hard. I'm playing this. I'm replaying this now on hard, and like that's challenging. This is the type of challenge I like, not a skill-based thing. If you want skill-based, I play Final Fantasy 16. So, yeah, I no longer have that game anymore. And I also turned in my old camo controller, which I'll talk a little bit about that in a future video. But yeah, that's why I gave up on it. I was thinking about doing a video about it, but I'm not sure if I should do that. But yeah. And okay, yeah, more people. Hopefully, more people show up. But yeah. What am I going to LA for? Spencer, I'm going to the Game Awards tomorrow, and I'm taking a friend of mine, and we're going up, we're dressing up. He already got his suit ready to go. I gotta go get a couple pieces later today. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. We're leaving here at 10. We're gonna get there at 3. We're gonna hang out for like an hour. Then the award shows at like 4 to 3, and then it was gonna be there for like maybe up till 9, and then maybe we'll get some like dinner around 10ish, and then we're gonna go to bed, and then we're gonna head back to Vegas starting like 5 in the morning. So that's the plan. Just done your Christmas shopping last month finally. Yeah, I still got like 6 more presents to do, so I should have my Christmas shopping done by I'd say like the 20th. But yeah, bro, you look up what Campbell VP said. What pretty much? What did he say? What was the game you returned 15 years ago? I think the game I'm trying to think what was it. I don't remember what it was, but I know it. But I know it would. I can't remember exactly what it was. But the reason I know it was probably 15 years ago was because that's when I started using GameFly. Like I started using GameFly like 15 years ago. So I think that was at the point where I realized that I couldn't just buy games and return them. It'd just be easier to rent them, hang on to them for a while, and then like if I want to keep them, I can keep them. If I don't want to keep them, I can just return them. I think the only reason I paid full price for Expedition 33 is because at the time I wanted to get a copy. I knew I wasn't going to get a copy for like several weeks. Like it took me like 4 months to get a copy of Indiana Jones from GameFly, and then I ended up quitting that game anyway. So it's just like, you know what? I wish I'd gotten it at launch and then not have to wait 4 months. So like I was just like, you know what? People say this game is a great game. I'll buy it full price. I'll trust them. And I was like, it's a great game, but it's got like a broken parry system that I hate it. It's a neck breaker. It's a back breaker for me. I was just like, it's not gonna work. You've been playing Mad Max. That's awesome. Oh, you've been playing Mad Max. Yeah, that's a great game. Very great game. And Sean, you just beat Cyberpunk and gave it a 10. Wow. I mean, I wouldn't give it a 10, but I would say in its current condition, it's like a 9. But all right. Sorry, I was absent. Don't worry, Marcus. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Also, post your long plays on YouTube and stream it on YouTube. I mean, that's the thing. It's like I think I want to do, if I'm gonna do streams, game streams, I want to do them on Twitch. I personally, I'm at the point where now that I've hit my 100K goal, like I personally don't feel a need to try to push as hard as I had been the last couple of years to reach that goal, because hitting 100K, as it's right there, as you can see, like that's it. That's the last YouTube goal. There's no more goals for YouTube. I'm not crazy enough to go for 1 million. That's never gonna happen. That was a challenge, and that's a good enough challenge for me. That's enough for me to say I no longer have to grind as hard on YouTube anymore. Like that's the validation that tells me, Brian, you can stop. You can slow down. You don't have to grind as hard anymore. You don't have to put as much effort. You can put like a little bit of effort for your audience, but like that's it. That essentially is the end of your YouTube driving goal. You're not getting 1 million. That's never gonna happen. And I'm fine with that. I really am. I'm fine saying I will never get 1 million subscribers. That's just, I'm cool with that. That does not bother me at all. So I think I want to start building up my following on other platforms, and I think Twitch is going to be like my main focus next year. Like I'm currently, you guys also know ahead of, we're scripting and research for the next Versus Series match that's coming out this year. It's going pretty well. We already have the structure down. Now I'm just building up the information. So I'm right now halfway through profiling the Helghast, and I think by next week I'll have done profiling the Chimera, and then I can actually start the scripting and then voiceover and then editing process. So I'll keep everyone updated on how that's going. What are my thoughts on Warner Brothers being taken over by Netflix? Well, it's all a little confusing because from what I've heard, Paramount is like They just threw in like a mega bit of like $108 billion. So who knows what will happen? Maybe Netflix will sell it to them for some reason. Who knows? But like, look, as long as you give me good movies, I don't really care who owns Warner Brothers. Heck, one day maybe Disney will buy Warner Brothers, and then you could have like a DC Marvel crossover or something. Like, look, as long as you give me good movies, I really don't care who owns it. Oh dear. You mentioned you had a depression. Yes. Yes. Yes, that's what it was. It was, yeah. I think that's how it started because the very like I think the first game I played, like I went through like a 6 month depression. I didn't play any games, and I said like, Brian, you gotta get back. You gotta get back to gaming. You have to play something that is absolutely worse than that game. And I rented Hannah Montana, and Hannah Montana was a better game. I was like, wow, I'm playing Hannah Montana. It is a better game than Final Damnation 13, and that was the moment I knew that is the worst game you will ever play in your life. You will never play another worse game. Because if Hannah Montana is overall a better game than Final Damnation 13, and that's what you thought would be worse, then you've already hit the bottom. You can never go that low again. I think the only other game that I would hate more than Final Damnation 13 is that bullshit excuse of remake they give 7, because it's pretty much that game with a 7 paint job. That's all that game that those remakes are. It is the exact same game. And it's made by the same motherfucking director that made 13, so that made it even personal. Like that's how I knew that game was that game was tainted. Like that is all those 7 remakes are. It is 13 with a 7 paint job. Like that's why I fell in love with 16 so much. Like 16 is a really great game. But enough about that. You ordered a new e-bike and it's coming in either tomorrow or Friday. Why? What happened to your old bike? Did it break or something? And Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight is going to be revealed. Oh, yeah. Hopefully it is. Campbell said that the soup is 3D printed. You can't 3D print food. What are you talking about? That's crazy. If we're 3D printing food, that doesn't seem physically possible. You can't, like, soup has noodles and liquids. You can't 3D print liquids. I mean, and if we can, then that's another question. I thought you returned to the worst game ever. Oh no. Oh hell no. No. Going to MGS Con movie night. What's that? What's MGS Con movie night? I don't know what that is. Play The Witcher. It's amazing. I'm good. I'm good, man. What are my top 5? I'm working on that, but I got like a couple other videos ahead of that. So yeah. What rating would I give Hannah Montana? I would have given that like a 6.5. I mean, it's not my type of game, but I'd give it a 6.5. I mean, you know, dressing up with dresses, riding on horses, singing songs. Music wasn't too bad. Better than that crap in Damnation, but I'm like, it wasn't a great game, but I was like, wow, you thought that was going to be like the worst game you would ever play is Hannah Montana. And it's actually a better game in like every department. I was like, wow. I was like, well, that's how it started. I didn't know you were a fan of. I'm not a fan of Hannah Montana. I'm not a fan, but I was convinced. Like that was my thinking. It's like, what is the worst possible game? What could be worse than Final Damnation 13? It's like, well, probably Hannah Montana. So we rented Hannah Montana and we platinumed it. We have platinum Hannah Montana. That's how long we played it, and it was a better game than Damnation 13. Like I will stand by that statement. It is a better game. I'm still not a Hannah Montana fan, but I just picked it because I thought like that has to be a worse game, and it wasn't. Your old bike kept giving you problems. Okay, well, people do that with cars too. And you finished Resident Evil 7 and you liked it? Alright, well that's good. It's not my style of Resident Evil game, but I'm glad you had fun with it. Need for Speed Payback is what happens when you make Need for Speed Most Wanted an unplayable trash heap. You're probably right. I do remember dabbling in that, and that wasn't a good game. Daniel, is anyone looking forward to Avatar 3 this month? I didn't even see Avatar 2. I've never even seen Avatar 1 in theaters. I've seen that movie once, and I It's just like, I don't really care about this. But, you know. Hey, what's up, Zach? Welcome to the stream. What is my favorite tacos? I don't eat tacos, Wing. I do not eat tacos. I have not eaten tacos in years. I'm not a taco fan. What if we got another Arkham game by Rocksteady? We're not. Just give it up, man. We're done. We're done with Rocksteady Batman games. Don't want any more. Don't need any more. We're good. You got a new job at a telecommunications company oriented this Monday. Oh, okay. Congratulations, Zach. Hope you like the job. Rocksteady is making another single Batman game. Yeah, but let's just not make it Arkham. Like, if they want to do another Batman game, but just don't do Arkham. Like, we're done. Those games have aged. They're done. Move on. Come up with something else. You start playing Resident Evil 2 Remake, and it's better because the third person and better protagonist. I agree. You like BBQ briskets? Don't know, Wing. I've never tried those. When will you play games with your fans? Dude, man, you guys know my place. You know, the funny thing is, I talk about this in a video I filmed today that I'll upload. Guys, you can friend me on the PSN whenever you want. You guys know the PSN. If you want to friend and play with me online, just go ahead and send a message. Like, trust me, if you send me a friend request, I'll accept it as long. Like, the only thing I'll ask you is, like, how do you know me? And if you say, oh, I watch your channel, that's enough for me. No, just look up the Three Topics Gamer, PSN, exactly how I'm on the channel, and then send me a friend request. And if you have a game that we both have you want to play, I'll play it. It's not that hard. What are my plans for Christmas? I don't have any plans for Christmas. All I'm gonna do is just, not really. I haven't actually directly celebrated Christmas in a long time. Like, I haven't put up a tree or done any of that stuff. I typically just buy like one or two gifts for like the people closest to me, and that's about it. What moment in a video game was the most stressful for me? Stressful, easy. It was 2007, and I was playing Call of Duty World at War, and I think this was, I want to say, the second to last mission in the game. You were playing in the European, you're in the European theater, and there was this one section where it was literally what I call Grenade Alley, and I was playing on Harden, and it took me 2 weeks to get past that one section. Not level, section of a level. Because anywhere you went, there were grenades. And you could, and I know in Call of Duty, you know how in Call of Duty, how you have like the ability to like pick up a grenade and throw them? Where this section, literally, I'm not exaggerating. It is literally raining grenades. It's like, you cannot throw the grenades fast enough to get out. And because it's on like veteran difficulty, like one or two hits and you're dead. It literally took me 2 weeks to get past just this one section. I actually had to find a blueprint of this section in the game. I actually had to look at it. I had to find it online, and I actually had to plot movement for movement, section to section. I was like, okay, we need to move here to here. We need to wait 10 seconds. We need to pop this guy. We need to wait till the tank moves forward because the tank's going to blow up. We have to move here. There's going to be a grenade there. We need to throw it there. Like, it was literally every single shot, every single movement was timed. And it took me 2 weeks for that one section before I could platinum the game. Like, that was stressful. I've never experienced, and that's why I've never attempted to play another Call of Duty game on veteran difficulty again. Harden, yes, but that is the one and only time I ever played through a Call of Duty campaign on veteran. Never again. Look it up. It is literally called Grenade Alley. I challenge any of you motherfuckers to try it. No one is getting through that without dying at least 20 times. That was crazy. Marcus, I'm not kidding when I say that I had such a bad experience with Need for Speed Payback, I almost destroyed my bedroom. Yeah, I don't know. I've been that mad before, but I was watching a game. I wasn't playing it. What games will you play with us? Well, what do you have in mind? What do you have? What would you like to play? Great, your gonna celebrate Christmas in Discord. All right. Do a top 5 most nostalgic video games. Okay. Nostalgic? You gotta define like nostalgic, like games I like go back and I replay as a kid, or man, that's kind of an easy list. I mean, if you want to go nostalgic, I'd be like games like like Mario 64, Resident Evil 5, like games I played when I was like a teenager, like something like Kingdom Hearts, like stuff like that. Like that's what it would be like. So nostalgic, it's kind of broad. So the soundtrack of Ezio Trilogy is Hans Zimmer worthy. Not sure. Soundtracks for Assassin's Creed games don't really stand out to me unless it's the fourth one. So Zach, fighting Shinru Akuma in Street Fighter 6 is as hard as that Grenade Alley. Well, I'm not a Street Fighter fan. I'm a Mortal Kombat person, so I'll take your word for it. Grenade Alley sounds like hell on earth. It was hell on earth. It took me 2 damn weeks. Games you have great memories of. Oh, yeah, then that list would be pretty valid, but I would throw Kingdom Hearts 2 in there for sure, because that's how I spent my prom night. I didn't go to my senior prom. I spent my night at home playing Kingdom Hearts 2 with a pizza, with pineapple and ham, and an entire 2-liter bottle of 7-Up. That was my prom night, and it was great. And I'm glad I didn't go to prom, because I heard what happened at prom the following day at school, and it was pretty crazy. So, I dodged a bullet. Do you have Code Vein? I need help to get platinum. No, Primos, I do not have Code Vein. Jake, if you listen with noise canceling headphones, Ezio Trilogy sound like you will not regret it. What happened at prom? Well, there was this girl that I knew. Apparently what happened was, like, she was really, really pissed off that she didn't win prom queen, and she like ran on stage and like openly attacked her, like the girl that won prom queen, and then she got into a fight, and then her date tried to pull her off, and then that date's boyfriend attacked him, but they were part of 2 different like gang crews. So then like a fight broke out and the cops were called. So like luckily no shots were fired, but like a pretty big fight broke out. So yeah, I think a night with Kingdom Hearts 2, I don't think I missed anything. The AI infuriated perfect KO me just now. I got no damage on him. Well, that sucks. What movie has your favorite soundtrack of all time? Favorite soundtrack of all time movie-wise? Yeah, that's tough. I don't know. I'd say Glenn. No. I don't know. It's just tough. Soundtrack. I don't know. I'd say maybe Gladiator. I think Gladiator's soundtrack's pretty good. I'd say. Top 5 favorite sci-fi worlds. Sci-fi world? I would not be able to tell you off the top of my head. I'd have to think harder on that. Sci-fi world. Wow. I'm not sure. The prom story is one of the reasons why I don't plan on dating anymore. Well, I don't know if you want to give up on dating, but top 5 gaming worlds. Yeah, that's. I'd have to. I feel like I've done that one before, but eh. Have I watched Braveheart? Yeah, well, Mel Gibson, yeah, I've seen it several times. The history shit, but I think the movie's fine. Doesn't really follow the history of William Wallace very well, but, it's a good Mel Gibson movie. I believe that won like 5 or 6 Oscars, so, yeah, that was pretty dominant that year. You guys, let's see. No, I don't have anything else. Oh, snap, that's crazy. I haven't had this. Oh, that's crazy. That's interesting. And also picked up. What would you do if Rocco and Heifer? Oh my God. Again, I would ask A, one, how are you out of the cartoon world? B, how the hell did you find out where I live? And B, C, why are you here? You're cartoons. You shouldn't be in the real world. A, how the hell are all these people finding out where I live? And B, what the hell do they want with me? I'm a nobody. I'm an absolute nobody. There would be no reason for these people to come looking for me. What is my prediction of the PlayStation 6? Ugh. Well, hopefully, I think it'll start at a price of $700. 6 to 7, that's understandable. I think it'll be mainly digital, but they'll add like a disc port, just like the Pro, which I won't be happy about, but like as long as there's an option, I'll get it. I'm curious. Hopefully, it'll be the first PlayStation that can play 3 generations of games. And hopefully they push back its release date and they push it back to 2030. Because with the standard life cycle of consoles being 7 years, it's due to come out in 2 years. But I think that's too soon. Like, I think there's there's a lot of people say that God of War might get announced tomorrow. But think about this. If the PlayStation 6 is coming, like, given the total development cycle that games are, if you announce a God of War game this close to the launch of the PlayStation 6, wouldn't it be better to just announce it, but like be like it'll be like a launch title for the 6? Could you imagine a God of War game with how positive the response for Ragnarok was? A God of War game as a launch title for the PlayStation 6 would be. You would make the PlayStation 6 completely irresistible. Like, you could charge whatever you want. People would get it. But the thing is, do you make it so that it's cross, so it's PlayStation 6 and PlayStation 5, just like you do with Ragnarok, or do you make it a PlayStation 6 exclusive? That's why I'm not sure if it's right to announce a God of War game, because I don't think they would release a God of War game, given its popularity, this close to the launch of the next console. I don't think they would do that. That just would not be smart. You would want to save, Sony would want to save that for the 6, wouldn't you? I would. What do you think of Netflix buying Warner Brothers? I don't care who owns Warner Brothers as long as you give me good movies. Marcus, a real T-Rex would be a lot scarier than the one in Jurassic Park. Yeah, probably. What if you were in the world of Cyberpunk? I would just try not to get killed. Please look it up with Campbell VIP said live on stream. What did he say? What would you do in the Mad Max world? I would try not to get killed. Do you like Avatar: The Last Airbender animated series? Not really. I didn't really watch it, so yeah. I just perfect KO'd a guy in a rank match. Whoop. Good job, Zach. What is my favorite episode of Rocko's Modern Life? Let's see. My favorite episode of Rocko's Modern Life is the one where they go fishing. That episode always stands out. There's this one moment where Filbert's watch gets knocked into the water, and and he's crying because it's like this glow in the dark watch that beeps, and then he finally gets it back. But there's like a line to it because there's a bunch of fish that are like fishing for humans, but like reverse. And so Filbert pulls his watch back and says, "Guys, guess what I found? My watch! Can you believe it? An entire ocean." And Heifer has these things in his eyes, and he's looking, and he points down. Oh shit! Hang on. It's too funny. It's too funny. Rocko's Modern Life fishing episode. Wait, can I watch that? No. Oh shit! Here it is. Wait a second. Please tell me I can play it. Yes! Okay.
Take off all your clothes and cover yourself with breadcrumbs. Ouch!
Okay. This is the funniest shit ever. Okay.
Baby, easy now. Easy.
Hey guys! Guess what I found? My watch! sides. It's such a blood. It's like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit. Quick. This is a big one. Quick. I need... Ah! Whoa, baby. We're bringing on home. And the captain. I'm trying. And then the captain starts sailing on by. He got these woods in his eyes, and he's just talking about pirate stories, and he goes right past them. Hey, Captain! Captain! Woo! Captain! We need your help! Captain! Captain! He just sails right past him. Like, he thinks they're still on the boat. Oh, shit. Ooh, damn. Ooh, love that episode. Ooh, I gotta get that shit on Blu-ray. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, at a moment. Can you stream Machine Out complete Sony console? Oh god, that sounds awful. Top 5 most anticipated games of 2026. You know what? I'll do a video about that. What would you do in Mad Max World? I would try not to get killed again. What's my favorite episode of Doug? Okay, well, there's this episode. Okay, I'll try not to get too distracted. But there's an episode of Doug. There's an episode of Doug where let's see, Doug gets invited to some kind of dance, and he wants to ask Patty Mayonnaise. And for those of you that don't know, Patty Mayonnaise is like this blonde-headed girl that Doug likes. And he goes to his best friend Skeeter, and he kind of asks him, "How do you dance?" So like, "Oh, that's easy. First, he's like, first you move your arm back like you got a scratch you can't reach. Boom, 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 boom. And then you twist your legs like there's an earthquake. Boom, 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 boom. And then you take your body in super drive. Boom, 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 boom. And he gets himself stuck. Like he's Pilates. And he has to walk on his fingertips. Yeah, that's great. Oh my god, Nickelodeon's 90s cartoons is unrivaled. No other decade had better cartoons. Not Disney. Nowhere. Nickelodeon in the 90s, unmatched. Oh, he said the food is 3D printed. How? That does not even seem possible. Can you? That sounds absolutely ridiculous. Can you 3D print food?
Yes, you can absolutely 3D print food using methods like extrusion or powder binding. This allows for customized nutrition and unique textures, such as sponge-like meatloaf. Companies are developing food printers for restaurants, homes, and even specialized applications.
What? What the fuck? Oh my god. What? 3D printed meat? What the? How did I not hear about this? That sounds absurd. What? Okay, this must be a new thing, or I don't even want to stay on it. What the hell? What is my favorite? Okay, Jake. I think you just want me to go through a history of my favorite episodes. We got. I can't. I don't want to do that because that's gonna take up too much time. But favorite episode of Arnold, Headless Horseman, Headless Cabby, SpongeBob, Hash Slinging Slasher. Hopefully DCU gets scrapped with WWE sales. Who knows what'll happen? Your mom agrees with me about how dumb it was the T-Rex was brought to San Diego in the Lost World. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. Like, if you want to get the herbivores, like the dinosaurs that just eat grass, that's fine. But why would you want to capture the meat eaters? Like, why the hell would you want that? Like, dude, you're made of meat, so yeah. Hey, what's up, Just Philip? How you doing? I miss old cartoons. Yeah, I do too. What would you do if Squidward keeps on playing his clarinet after you tell him to stop? I would go into his house and take that clarinet and I'd beat him with it. Just look at pure shock of Heifer's eyes. Oh god, yeah, I know. What is my least favorite episode of Rock Smart Life? I don't have any. All episodes are great. Who do you think Scarlett Johansson is playing in Batman 2? I don't care. I don't care. Just give me a good movie. And do you remember the I can't find my mama's car funny scene from Rocko's Modern Life? Yes, I do. Looking forward to Resident Evil 9? I don't know. I mean, they just leaked that Leon's in it. And that's very tempting. Because Leon's my favorite Resident Evil character. But he's like old man Leon. So I wasn't before, but he's tempted now. So we'll have to see. Even the herbivore dinosaurs would be dangerous. I guess so, but I'm like, if you're gonna do that, like get the grass eaters. Just don't get the carnivore. Don't do the meters. That's when it got stupid. Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about. Someone just sent me a friend request. Okay, I'm assuming it's one of you. Request received. Accepted. See? That's how easy it is to friend me on PlayStation Network. Just send me a request and I'll accept it. Wow, that's actually woo. Borderlands 4, Red Dead, Persona 3, and Cyberpunk. That's actually a nice collection of recently played games. 38 platinums. Yeah, this is actually all right. See, that easy. That easy. If you haven't friended me on the PSN, that's how you do it. That's simple. You can even do it live. Have I seen the trailer for... Wait, what? Have I seen trailers for When Meets? I don't know what that is, Jackie boy. Why do I hate Resident Evil 4 Remake? I can't remember. Because it's not Resident Evil 4. They changed absolutely everything about that game. The game doesn't even feel like Resident Evil 4. The story's completely changed. They fucked up Leon's background. They changed his history with Krauser. Like, it's not even 4 anymore. You might as well just call it something else. It doesn't feel like Resident Evil 4. It doesn't sound like Resident Evil 4. I mean, it wasn't 4 anymore. They had changed so much about that game for a game that did not need to be remade. And if you were going to remake 4, why not hit Code Veronica first? Like, they remake 2, 3. If they had done Code Veronica, which I think needs a remake, maybe I would have given it 4 a chance. But not in the state that it's in. Like, it was horrible. Like, and mind you, the quality of the remakes were going down. Like, if I played Remake 2, that was like an 8. Remake 3 was like a 7. Like, I saw what they did to 4. Honestly, had I actually spent a lot of time playing that game, I easily would have given that game a 3. A 3 out of 10. And to go from a perfect 10 to being the 5th greatest video game of all time to making some cheap remake and have it be like a 3? I mean, that's lower than Hannah Montana. I'll play Hannah Montana before I touch that goddamn remake. That's why. John Cena as BG Blazkowicz. If this was 10 years ago, I would agree, but I think Cena's too old now. I think he's too old to play BJ. There was talk like he could play Duke Nukem back in the day, but like if he was younger, like in his 30s, I would say yes, but not in his 40s. Like his body's already breaking down, and he said it himself. So don't expect many action roles from him in the moving forward. And he's not really a leading man. Like even Cena said himself, like if you look at all his roles, he's not really in movies a leading man. And there's no way you're gonna do a Wolfenstein TV series. Like he's good as Peacemaker, he's great, but like that's a TV show. Like I'm not sure he'll ever get another leading role in a movie again. We've tried that. What is my favorite anime? Bunny Girl. Mine is Carrot from Piece 1. Jake, I don't have one. What is my for a Wolfenstein movie? They won't do a Wolfenstein movie. New game in development seems like a blend of Avatar and Last Airbender, Assassin's Creed. Resident Evil 4 Remake is basically Resident Evil 8 with a 4 skin. That's a nice comparison. What if Master Chief came to you and what the hell is Master Chief doing here? How are these people finding me? I'm not like is my IP address giving off my location? How the fuck are all these characters finding me? I think if these people are finding me, I gotta move. he wants to watch The Last Jedi. Why the hell would I? What are we doing here? I think there's something wrong. I think you're too sad about Cortana's death or something. You need to see some therapy. What do you think Scarlett Johansson is playing in Batman Part 2? I have no idea. We have no idea if she's actually going to be in there. We don't know if she's going to play. I really don't care. I just want a good movie. He had Cortana looking for you. Why the hell is Cortana looking for me? What have I done that could possibly get her kind of attention? When I will play Resident Evil 4 Original for the first time, should I stay away from the remake? It's up to you. That's just me. If you want to play the remake and have a good time with it, play the remake. I'm just saying, for me personally, I do not need to play remakes of games that are 10 out of 10. If Resident Evil 4 was like a 9.5 out of 10, I'd be more open for a remake. But it just seems like all my all-time favorite games that are 10 out of 10s are getting remade. And that pisses me off. We need you to join Starfleet Troopers. I already did. It's called Helldivers. At least Remake Leon could fight, unlike Ethan. Remake Leon looked like a zombie and was depressing. Like, oh my god, they even had the balls to take out like the greatest line in Resident Evil history. And that Leon was like so depressing, he looked like a zombie. I was like, my god, that is not my Leon. My Leon would like totally stomp this motherfucker. I meant for the first time. Oh, okay. If you were in the Hunger Games, would I survive? Probably not. I wouldn't volunteer for that damn thing. Have you ever played DualShock version of Resident Evil on PlayStation 1? No, I have not. The FF7 remake doesn't exist. I agree, Jackie boy, it doesn't exist. No, Helldivers, son, the Federation. It's the same thing! They even call it the Federation in Helldivers. What are you talking about? Revenge of the Fallen is diabolical garbage. Yeah, and it also killed Michael Jackson, so yeah. What is the greatest line in Resident Evil history? Oh, that's easy. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here it is. Yep, here it is. Yep, here it is. I'll turn it up. This is the greatest line in Resident Evil history for me. And they took it out of the game, and that pissed me off, so... Just the confidence! Oh my god! The confidence Leon has. He sees a giant monster and he's just like, another one. I'm just gonna take this thing out. That's my Leon. Not this depressing motherfucker who's an alcoholic and like looks like he wants to kill himself halfway through the game. My god, that's my Leon. He is confident. Confidence is sexy, man. Not depressing. And I'm suffering from PTSD every 5 minutes. It looks like I haven't been laid in a decade or something. Top 5 disappointing movie sequels? I'll think about it. It's not the same, son. It truly is not. Considering the real Leon is basically John Wick now. Exactly. Whereas easy, he looked it up. Brian, you shot me, fool. I asked Santa Claus for Metal Gear Delta for Christmas. Well, you have fun with that. Jill Sandwich. Nah. Have I seen Jaws? Yes, I have. That is some Dante levels of whatever. Exactly, Jackie boy. That's what I'm talking about. And you have to remember that Leon was kind of inspired by Dante. And Dante always has that confidence about him. Like, he can take on like some giant universe-bending demon. And he's like, whatever, man, I'm just going to take you down. That's what I want. This new Leon is like, I'll do my best. Like, what the fuck is this, man? You know how big your balls have to be to face a giant monster and be like, whatever, man, I'm just gonna take you down. That that is a character. It's not. They don't. Real fans don't look up quotes. I love quotes. I love quoting Resident Evil games. I just didn't want to say it. Hating on Metal Gear Delta for no reason. It's just I don't like it. Like I said before, I do not like remakes of games that are perfect. That like pretty much, if you like Delta, that's fine. I have nothing against anyone that is playing Delta and loves it. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying for me, I do not like remakes of games that I consider perfect. You cannot improve perfection. And seeing how Metal Gear Solid 3, above any game, is my favorite video game of all time. And they think that remaking it is going to make it better. No, because as you remake it, you take out everything that made it perfect. So just by remaking it, you make it imperfect. That's my issue. Like, that's the difference between a 9 and a 10. A 10 never has to change. You don't have to improve the gameplay. You don't have to improve the visuals. Even its flaws are perfect. When you say, no, we're just going to take this game, we're going to improve the graphics, we're going to maybe change some of the voice acting, we're going to improve, we're going to update the gameplay. You then are taking away everything that made that game what it is. And think it's better, and it's not. For me personally. Like, if it was a 9.5 and they made these improvements, that's one thing. But no, it literally is a perfect game in the form as in. It never has to change. That's really different. That's difficult to do because there's always going to temptation when something is popular to remake it and put it for another generation that didn't play the original or perhaps are too lazy. Some of these younger gamers will never go back and play the games that came back on the Super Nintendo or the N64 or the PlayStation and the PlayStation 2. Most of them won't. Most of them will never do that. Most kids that are gaming right now, that are playing God of War's like 2018 and Ragnarok, they will never go back and play those old God of War games. They'll never do it. And that's sad. That's my issue with remakes of perfect games. But again, if you like them, that's fine. But I'm saying, me personally, I just hate that they're remaking games that I don't believe need to be perfect. That don't need it. Like, and oh God help me if they announce they're remaking 10. I'm gonna lose my shit. Watch, he's gonna give Edless Take It On. Just like, yeah, we won't talk about that crackhead. The real Leon would be a better protagonist than Resident Evil 8 Ethan. Yeah, perhaps. What holds Infamous 2 from being a 10 out of 10? Just some gameplay elements and some story things. But it's not a remake. It's a better made. You can't. And it's not. And it has nothing to do with. And it took out everything Kojima-ish. Like, Kojima had nothing to do with that. Like, how the fuck you do that? Like, and think about that. You're gonna make a Metal Gear game, take out everything Kojima-ish, and have not Kojima involved? What the fuck are you thinking? Like, Kojima is not even in Konami, and that's his franchise. Like, so much so that like, he still references Metal Gear in his new games. So, like, to not have Kojima involved at all and, like, try to erase Kojima from Metal Gear? Is Konami out of your fucking mind? The arrogance. Exactly, Jackie. Don't fix what ain't broken. Would you like to see a remake of Mario 64? Not really, because I can play it right now anytime I want. Like, you don't need to remake it. Like, if I want to play Mario 64, I can play it right now. Like, if you want to remaster, like, remasters are fine. I will support all remasters if you want to do that, but don't remake it. It's not necessary. You will make the same money remastering something than you would remake it, and it'll probably be cheaper for you too. I'm playing God of War 2025 on PlayStation, and I'm enjoying it. I'm so glad, Jake. There are so many younger gamers that will never even touch that game. I'm like, and to think about it, like they want to forget that era happened. Because, like, from what I've heard, like, they want to do, like, a God of War TV show, and they're only going to like the Norse era. Like they're completely ignoring the Greek era. And that's a little now in a practical sense I can understand why, because you can't have Kratos by himself just going around killing things. I mean, that's really all those games are. Like he has no one to talk to. The cast would be very, very light, and it would just be action focused. So you kind of want to have like a little bit of drama in the mix. So I understand why they would focus on the Norse era, but I'm like, that era did happen. There are 7 Greek-style games compared to the 2 Norse. And, like, that's an important development or era for Kratos. I mean, that's a great version of Kratos. So, I'm like, the fact that they are trying to get people away from thinking that way is crazy. Oh, we got like 9 more minutes left. Describe Astrobot in 2 words. Greatest platformer. What is the disc in your hand? I don't have a disc. I got my phone. I don't have a disc. You're gonna spend your time remaking 13? May God have mercy on your soul. What is your most hated anime character? There are many anime characters you love to hate, like Big Mama or... But what's One Piece example? I hate? I can't think of any. Right off the top of my head. Remake the very first Metal Gear game. See, there. That would be a good idea. Comic Gamer, that would be a great idea. Yeah, remake those games. Like, remakes, like, heck, even when... And here, here's another thing. Why remake 3 first? Why wouldn't you just remake Metal Gear Solid 1? That's a good question. Like, remake that one, and then remake 2, and then remake them. But no, they head straight to 3. That's the one you want to remake. Like, remake the Metal Gear games. Like if they remade Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2, there's so much you could have expanded on. So much, but no, they had to go straight to 3 of all games. Didn't even consider remaking 4. I mean, wouldn't that help you with your problem of getting it off of the PlayStation 3? I mean, think about that. I would have, no, I take that back. I wouldn't have accepted a remake of 4 either, but I'm like, that would have I would have understood that. Because of how hard it's going to get off the 3. Which is why I love that game so much. You also played God of War 3 in the past. Great game. It's an excellent game, absolutely. Seymour is the embodiment of just stay dead. That's true. That's true. I was surprised he wasn't the final boss. Like, you fought him enough times. I was like, just give him what he wants. Let's make him let's make him an Aeon and have him be taken over by Yu Yevon and become the final summoning. Let's do that. You end up fighting him 4 times in the game. Remaster Metal Gear Solid 4 to the PlayStation 5. Totally. I would totally support a remaster. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it would be cheaper. Don't need to remake it. It would be cheaper. Just remaster it. I would totally, hell, I would even accept that being ported to Xbox. I would support that. Enough time has passed. You mean port. Nothing wrong with Delta, but if people want to stick to their old game ways, then let them. I respect that. Thank you. God of War Ragnarok dethroned Ragnarok. I guess, I mean, yeah. You kick his ass like 3 to 4 times and he just won't take a hint. I know, right? Even the characters in the game are annoying. Outside of Remake Leon, Ethan is worse Resident Evil protagonist. Really? I wouldn't say he's worse. I mean, he's just Helena and Pierce. Okay, no. You need to show some goddamn respect to Pierce. Pierce would have been a great character if they didn't kill him off. Like, that was a total missed opportunity in Resident Evil 6. That made total sense. Like, we need to start retiring these characters. Like, I'm sorry. Leon and Jill and Chris, they have no business engaging BOWs in their 60s. They got no business. I'm sorry. Like, we need to start retiring these characters. And that was a perfect moment to do that. Like, you can start retiring these characters and have a new generation take over. And they never followed up on that. Like, where's Sherry? Where's Jake? From, like, Resident Evil. He's the son of Wesker. Where's Sheva? Like, you can't ignore these characters. They're important. They have big roles in this franchise. You can't just put them in one game and then forget about them. Like, that's disrespectful. No. At this point, I have no problem them porting Metal Gear Solid 4 to Xbox. I have no problem with that. Like, Metal Gear is no longer an exclusive franchise to Sony like it was back in the day. We're past that. I'm totally fine. Like there's certain games I'm sure I like to keep on my PlayStation, like God of War and Horizons and that stuff. But like older franchises that have expanded, yeah, if you want to put Metal Gear Solid 4 on the Xbox, go ahead. That's fine with me. I have no issue with that. Besides, the Xbox is going down the toilet anyway, so I'm not worried. Makes my OG Metal Gear 3 PlayStation version worthless if you think about it that way. I'd rather have peers in Resident Evil 7 and 8. Yeah, I guess. Console trader. I'm not a trader of my console. What are you talking about, man? Like, dude, I'm loyal to the cause. I'm loyal. My chair is PlayStation. I got PlayStation all over my desk. I'm PlayStation all the way. I'm just saying that I don't think there's anything wrong with allowing a game that is almost 20 years old to be played by more people that didn't get a chance to play it back in the day. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. When you played Resident Evil 7, no. Jake, I never played Resident Evil 7. I said no. I don't like playing a Resident Evil game as a first-person shooter. That's simple. Resident Evil should never be a first-person shooter, and that's what that game is. Odin is disgusting and liked him better when he was drunk and quitting his alcoholic son. I didn't know you had a tattoo. Dude, I've had this tattoo for like 2 years. Show us more tattoos. Well, I'm planning on getting another one here soon, probably next 2 weeks. So, yeah, but no, dude, I've had this for years. Yeah, I've had that for years. Hell, I'd rather see Sheva, Sherry, Jake, and absolutely fine. Ethan's fine. I mean, he did save his daughter. I mean, he wasn't a bad protagonist. He's just an average guy who kept getting his hand fucked up. He got fingers eaten. He got his hand cut off, and man, just. All right, we got like 2 more minutes left. Oh snap! Hang on. When's Mortal Kombat game? PlayStation 2 era? Deception. Easy. Mom, Melissa's here. You can come on up. Okay, well, you sure you want me to help you up?
You said 3 o'clock.
Okay, well, you have to wait a little bit because you came a bit early and I'm streaming right now, so I'll see you like in 5 minutes.
Okay, I ain't going nowhere.
Bye. Sorry about that. Hope we get to play games together, man. Absolutely. Thank you, Brian. Have a good day. All right, well, that'll end today's stream. I'm thinking of doing a live stream while I'm actually at the Video Game Awards. So for anyone that is following me, either on Instagram or Twitch or something, because I can do that. I can actually stream while I'm there. But yeah, make sure you guys, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram or any of my social, please do so, because I'll be posting like a lot of pictures. Like I met Ed Boon the last time I was at the Video Game Awards, and like I'm pretty sure the building that me and my friend John are staying in, because of how close it is to the awards show, most of them are probably in that same building. So who knows? I might run into Hideo Kojima. Who knows? Who knows how many judges? Like I actually ran into Phil Spencer when I was checking in last time I went. So like, yeah, I'll definitely be posting a lot. I'll be posting a lot of the award show while I'm there. So Thanks you guys for stopping by. I hope you guys have a great time, and thanks for having fun in the stream. And we'll be sure to do this regular time next week at 4 p.m. like usual. And like always, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.